Hi, I want to orient you to Canvas, or I should say my version of Canvas. One of the things that might be important for you to know is that even if you've had other online classes on Canvas, this one will certainly look different. There are a lot of different ways to build a class in Canvas, and so not all instructors are going to use the same ways. Now, I will tell you what I have here are modules. And one of the most important things that you must know in working around Canvas is that you need to orient yourself and work through the modules. There are a couple of different ways to get there. The home page or the modules will both take you there. You do have a sort of a to-do list, possibly, you could think of it, coming up, or a calendar. You have those options. I want to strongly caution you to not rely upon those. Things will just not make sense. I've had a couple of tragedies for students who thought they were just going through and just doing those on the to-do list, and all of a sudden a major assignment came up that had been assigned weeks ago, and it was due, and they weren't clued in. Even though I had told them this very thing. So I want you just to sit back for a second and think modules. I'm going to use the modules. Okay. Now for every module, there's going to be a little tab here. And I want to show you that for organizational purposes, you can collapse. This one is collapsed, or go ahead and expand those modules. Why is it not? There we go. So expand or collapse. Okay. You'll have due dates for the modules. And again, I'm using an existing class for purposes of showing you. And then so I hope that you've gotten the message that you have to move through the class in the modules. Now, you'll see modules that will come open to you. I'm always going to have at least one module in advance of the one that you're currently working on and is going to be due next. I'm always going to have one more open, I should say. So you can work ahead if your schedule is such that that is what works best for you. The only thing that you cannot work ahead on in this class is peer readings, because those get assigned amongst the class, and so you just can't work ahead on those. Otherwise, feel free to look ahead. If I have 4 or 5 modules ahead open, I strongly recommend that even if you're not working through them, that you take a look so you know what's coming. It's going to help you to better organize now if you know what's coming later. All right, so let's just take another minute just to look at some of the icons that are here. If you see something like this, it's a page. So you would just click on it and it's going to open up something. It's a page, something for you to read, okay? And in this case, it's an introduction to the next page. You can navigate when you're in a module, you can navigate back by previous or clicking next. So sometimes you will have to download things depending on the way your hardware is set up. It may be that I don't know if you saw that, but it just downloaded, and to actually read it, I would have to go open it up down there. So be aware of that. Don't miss things because they opened up not on the Canvas screen. Okay, and then sometimes you will have some video introductions to assignments. When you look at those, I highly, highly recommend that you view them on YouTube. A lot of them have text involved, and in the little teeny screen in Canvas, you can't read the text. Okay. Let me go back, actually. If I click on the class like this, it's always going to take me back to the modules. So I'm going to go through and look at some more icons. You'll see we had the page, something you read, a couple of other ones. I want to show you assignments. Looks a little different than the page. I'm trying now to really make it clear if something is an assignment by writing assignment. I'm trying to add that just to help students, but there may be some that aren't marked assignment, but you'll know. Now, some of these, let me see if I can find a good example. Discussion. Okay, discussion, you'll notice, looks like a little chat box, okay? Or it used to be from cartoon days, chat box. So that sort of clues you in. Again, I'm trying to mark all those, discussion, okay? And sometimes you're going to have links, and this little icon, and if you hover over it, at least it says here on my page, external URL. I use Google Docs, as you're going to find out. I use Google Docs a lot. So you're going to go to a document many times, and those are links. Then, so we've done pages, we've done links, we've done discussions. The next one I want to make sure that you do see is quiz. So that one looks like a little lightning bolt, a little Harry Potter sign here. A quiz. So it can help you to, at a glance, kind of see what you've got coming. Some of the modules are going to have a lot of reading. I usually schedule a lot of reading when you aren't having big writing assignments due. But that's, it's just sort of important for you to know. Now, then again, once you have completed a module, you should collapse it, because otherwise you're going to scroll forever. And especially the first, I'd say the modules for the first 2/3 of the class are much more lengthy than the ones that get toward the end. As you can see, some of these, there's that was, and I will have some extra credit, and again, that'll be marked for extra credit. That's only, extra credit is for when you miss quizzes, short assignments that I do not go back and open up again. Trust me, if I allowed myself to open up quizzes again after the fact for people, I wouldn't do anything else. So, as it's already said, or maybe you haven't read this part yet, but quizzes, short assignments, discussions, all of those things end when they end, and so don't ask for those to be reopened for you. If you panic about the points, then just know that you can make up points with extra credit. Again, here's a quiz, discussion. So I'm trying to make this so that you can at a glance, but I do want to show you how toward the end, when you have a lot of writing due, there's a lot less smaller assignments. There are a lot less smaller assignments in those modules. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you right now.